In this video, I'll show you how to use Copilot Studio tools, and within that tools, how to add a custom connector. Now, an example which I'm going to show you is related to MCP server, Microsoft Learn Docs. Now, what is Microsoft Learn Docs MCP server? Is basically a cloud-hosted service that provides real-time access to official Microsoft Docs through MCP. So we have a clients like GitHub, Copilot, VS Code that can connect with that endpoint. Now it connects to learn.microsoft.com API MCP, and now MCP can be configured at a user level and native workspace level when you use in VS Code. Now I'm going to use this example. So what this tool does is basically it exposes the Microsoft Doc search tool that performs semantic search on Microsoft Learn website. So if you want to know some more information about technology like Power Apps, Power Pages, or if you want to search for some code base, you can do that using Microsoft Learn Docs. Now I'm going to take a reference and use that in the custom connector. So let's see that in action. Now, this is the documentation which you can refer learn.microsoft.com ENUS training support slash MCP. And then they have provided all the documentation over on how to use this. Now, I'm not going to use it as like an MCP server, but then I'm going to show you how to use it as a custom connector. Now, I have got this Copilot Studio tool over here, a Copilot Studio agent over here named as tool tester. Now I have added one of the tool within this tool tester in my previous example, which is basically added a type of model context protocol. Now I'm not going to use this. I'm going to use a custom connector for it. Now I'm going to show you how to add that custom connector. Now I'll click on add a tool, and from here you click on new tool. Now in my previous video I have explored this part, model context protocol, how to use it. Now this time I'm going to use the custom connector. Now how to use a custom connector, but this time I'll show you a bit of different approach. I've even done this similar video in my channel, but this time I'm going to import this from GitHub. So I'll click on custom connector. So it will take you to the Power Apps connectors page, custom connectors page. Now from there, you can add a custom connector. Now there are multiple options for you to connect to a custom connector. It will ask you to authenticate. Once you are authenticated, it will give you various options to connect to a custom connector. Now I'll show you that screen over here. It will appear on the top right. So one of the option which we are going to explore is import from GitHub. So you can import an OpenAPI file. You can import from a URL. You can start with a blank connector. So once it loads, yeah. Now here, as you see, new custom connector. Now if I click on new custom connector, I'll be presented with multiple options over here, like create from blank, create from Azure service, import an OpenAPI file, import an OpenAPI file from URL, import a Postman collection, import from GitHub. So I've got so many custom connectors available over here. Now this time, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use import from GitHub. So I'll click on import from GitHub. Then it will ask me what connector type it is. Is it a certified one or is it a custom one? So in certified, I get to pick a branch, dev master. So let me pick up say dev, and in connector, I get to pick various connector options. Like as you see over here, there's so many connectors which are available, which I can pick from the list. Now, for this example, I'll just gonna pick up custom, and I'll pick up a dev branch, and in the connector, I'll use, see, if you see here, I've got MCP streamable HTTP. Now I'll pick up this custom connector. So MCP streamable HTTP. So I'll pick up this, click on continue, and then it will create that connector. Now within this connector, I can upload an icon. So let me pick up, if let me see if I have any icon within my, yeah. So let me pick up the icon over here just to distinguish it between from different other connector. Now I can put up some description. Now in here, scheme is HTTPS. Now here we need to specify the host. Now here I'm going to use learn.microsoft.com. Now remember, I'm not using an MCP server. I just gave you the reference that there is a MCP server, learn.microsoft.com API/MCP, which I've given you an introduction. Now I'm using as a custom connector over here. And in the base URL, you need to specify /API/MCP. Now this is the host and this is the base URL. Now that's it. You just need to click on create connector. Now I'll show you the Swagger editor over here. So you can actually see the Swagger editor file. Now this is important because I'm going to show you another example whereby if you do not have, if you just have a Swagger file, you can import that Swagger file and then it will create a custom connector for you. So this is for that purpose. Now I'm good with this. I'll click on create connector. So remember the name, MCP streamable HTTP. Now ideally we should have named this. Okay, so we can come to this connector and then we can name this whatever name we want. Now here it is saving the custom connector, so let it save first. So depending on your project naming convention, you can go ahead and name the connector over here. Now as you see over here, this custom connector is mcp dash streamable http. Now I have an option to close this now. So I'll just go ahead and close this. So it will appear in this particular list once you refresh it. So what we have done, we have created a custom connector using import from GitHub. So we have referred to the dev branch and then we have picked up MCP streamable HTTP. That is basically pointing to the learn.microsoft.com site. Now, then once that is created, we will go into Copilot Studio and then we will go into the tool section and then we'll add a custom connector. So it might take some time to load. Let's go ahead and see this. See MCP streamable HTTP. So this is all there. Now I'll go into the tools. I'll click on refresh. Now sometimes this refresh doesn't work. So what I would advise is like just X out of this particular screen and do a hard refresh. So I'll do a hard refresh. And within the agent, I will go into the tools now and then I'll add a tool. But this time I'm not going to pick the MCP one. I'm going to pick the custom connector one. Yep. So now the tool is loading. I'll click on add a tool and then within here I'll click on new tool and then I'll click on custom connector. Now I did that before to show you. So it opened the Power Apps custom connector. Now when the connector is created, you need not go through this entire step. Just cancel this off, click on add a tool and then search for the connector which you have created. So I'll select connector and then from here, this is actually scrollable. So you just search for your connector. As you see over here, this is the connector which you have created, MCP streamable HTTP, which has got the Christmas tree icon. I'll select that connector and then it will show you this option. Click on it and then it will create that connection. Now we need to explicitly create that connection. So I'll create a new connection and click on create. And I'll click on add and configure. Once that is done, I can use the tools that are available within this particular uh, MCP server Some one of the tool is like we can generate a code, we can look for code, we can ask for various topics, like I can just ask what is power pages or what is power apps, how do I integrate power apps with power pages. So those kind of questions I can ask. So as you see over here, we have got an option of Microsoft Docs search, Microsoft code sample search, Microsoft Docs fetch. So basically it fetches and converts a learn documentation page to markdown format. This one searches for the official Microsoft Azure documentation. Microsoft Code Sample Search, it searches for the code snippet and examples in official Microsoft Learn documentation. So let's go ahead and test this functionality. I'll just ask what is web role in Power Pages, and then it'll first time ask you to connect. So I'll go and click on Open Connection Manager. You'll see the connector which you have created. Now you need to establish a connection. So we just click on connect, and then it will connect to that particular connector. So create or pick a connection, click on submit once the button appears, and then you will be connected to that particular connector. Yep. And now you see the screen icon, green tick. Now come here, click on retry. Now once all good, it will connect to the MCP streamable HTTP connector, and then you will be able to get the response. Now as you see over here on the left hand side, I can see the response which has been generated by this MCP server.